It's the head of the red monster. Yes, it really belongs to the red monster and meals. Well, something similar. We first encounter them when, together with the old man, we are trying to get into the closed door. We break it and the heads fly out sharply, as if under pressure, creating a shock wave. From the strength of the players fly off to the side and turn off. The heads are unharmed. According to the shape of the head, they copy the red scientist exactly to the point. They just don't know how to do anything but ride. They make pitiful moaning sounds and only calm down when you take them in hand. Apparently, even a reasonable creature has a calmer head in his arms, or they shut up from fear. Red called them eyeballs. They are quite fast when they roll and can blink and move their eyes. Red asks us to collect pieces, and we are forced to do this, otherwise the old man whom the editor allegedly mined will die. But if they are not collected, then what do you think will happen next? In fact, some of you already know that it's okay, the old man will survive, and the detonation button by mistake will set off the fireworks. In this scene, Red will be looking at the blue pop eyes, and Red will ask him, "What are you looking at?" But the most interesting thing is that in the end, this alignment of the game will not affect the further appearance of pop-eyed heads in the trolley, as well as in the drainpipe. Why does Red need these heads? Well, one of them, only slightly larger, he used as a guard for the passage to the orange slide ride, through which you can escape from the park. But it would be more efficient to simply fill up this passage with things, at least they didn't fall for the cake. And in other respects, a large head is most likely not needed anymore. But these small ones would fit in the field for a whole mini army of the same scientists as. And indirect confirmation that he is trying to create new creatures was in the first chapter, when we collected fuses for an incomprehensible machine, in which there were parts of a Roblox man, or a robot. In the technical room, or rather in the trash, where we get at the end of the game, there were 3 robots lying around. Robot Blue, Robot Green, and Robot Orange. Their condition is such that it can no longer be repaired. Parts and springs protrude from the bodies. The robots themselves lie as if they were broken and brought here a very long time ago. They were probably created even before the monsters themselves. The heads accompanied us all the way and very hastily went somewhere. Yes, the cart we were following was full of heads, and it was basically an old man who called it. But since it was in another room, it is unlikely that he knew that it was already loaded, but he knew that it would reach where we needed. Heads went somewhere along the water pipe. And it looks like the editor was in a hurry to deal with them. And if we take into account the circumstances under which we do not collect the heads and the old man still survives, it turns out that he hastily collects them himself. Maybe he wanted to use them before we escaped. And Rainbow Friends tried to stop us. But the most interesting thing is that, again, as in the first part, there are no traces of any laboratory or place where there would be some kind of equipment where they could create these robots and the same monsters. Although, logically, after this water pipe, there must be something like that. There are technical rooms in the world of Odd, but they are nothing ordinary. They are either security rooms or personnel rooms with all sorts of junk in boxes, no capsules, microscopes, complex machines, or anything like that. But there is a hint that the old man knows about these heads. This is the phrase that he says before escaping. Insert a record. He will do everything for a piece of cake. He will do everything. He will do everything. That is, the old man knows who he is and how he behaves. By the way, despite its size, this little eye is quite peaceful, although what prevents it from crushing you? And another phrase, where the old man immediately called the monster correctly and reacted as if he understood everything. But there will be a separate video about the old man. So subscribe to Bombactus World so as not to miss new videos.